Morning family, I trust you're good wherever you are and you're experiencing the Lord's favor in your life. Welcome to the Waterbrooks channel. Pastor Tsepo here. On behalf of my wife and the team that I work with, I'd like to thank you for getting in touch with us. So there's two ways in which you can stay connected with us. One, do not forget to click the subscribe button and then click the notification so that every time when we post, you are the very first person to be notified. And thank you once again for getting in touch with us on all the social media platforms that we are on. I thank you, family. As we are about to listen to today's message, I'd like to encourage you to open your spiritual ears. Let this be a message that transforms you. Stay blessed. Now, family, in the previous video we spoke about a famine where Abraham was exposed to a famine and he knew where to run to. He went to Egypt, of course. So I want us to further look at this famine phenomenon. As we indicated in the previous video, we said a famine is a scarcity, a severe scarcity in food or resources. So in our case, we looked at the possibility of a recession. So now when you look at Luke 15, the account of the prodigal son, I want us to look at from verse 14. After he had spent everything, there was a severe famine in the whole country, and he began to be in need. So now, as I was looking at that, I was like, this famine phenomenon, it's reoccurring occurrence. Could be an indication of a business cycle, an economic term. So now as I was looking at that, the prodigal son, or the younger son in this case, what he did was, he attached himself to a citizen of that particular area that he went to. So when you continue with the passage, it tells you that when he started being in need, he started looking for a job, or he went to people looking for assistance since he spent his money with them. So now, as I was looking at that, I was like, let me just talk about the possibility of who do you attach yourself to when there is a famine. So now, who or what to attach yourself to? So I was looking at three things. The first one would be famine. I think Joshua says, as for me and my family, we will serve the law of the Lord. So now, whenever we are faced up with a famine or recession or difficult times, the first people that we should be able to run to is our family. That's the first source where we should be able to get help. So now, the system is designed in such a way that families are disintegrating, or the family unit, it's under review. We don't know what is a family or what the family is supposed to look like. Or we hate or we destroy one another, we connive against each other. But now, the Word of God, or what I'd like to encourage you with the Word of God says, as for me and my family, in the words of Joshua, the first people that you know when I'm in trouble, these are the people that I will be able to get assistance from. So, these are the people you can run to, you can attach yourself to when you experience your famine. So now, secondly, I would say the church. This is your extended family. Because remember, church is families that meet together under a particular building, and then you guys worship God, right? That's the structure of the church. But we understand that we are the embodiment of the church. But when you are faced up with a challenge or a famine, this according to me, I could be wrong, but I would say the secondary place where you should be able to run to should be the church or the organization that you are committed to spiritually, and there you should be able to get assistance. So now, the third aspect of where should I run to if I was to be faced up with a challenge or a famine, we would have to look at the story of Rosa Parks. So as I was looking at The Power of Habits by Charles Duhigg, I think, let me not miscramble the gentleman's surname, Charles. Chapter 8, he speaks about Rosa Parks and her story. Yeah, well, it's an American account, of course. So as I was looking at chapter 8, he speaks about networks, weak ties and strong ties. So I was looking at this, your network determines your net worth, as some motivational speakers would say. But I would say, in terms of a famine, the people who you run to, your network, this could be friends, family, your associates, people you know. So when you go through the story of Rosa Parks, you would see how her networks, because she was a part of the church, she was part of societies or community activities, social ties. They were able to mobilize the community, and I think it became a global, well, in America, a global phenomenon. It became a countrywide phenomenon whereby they boycotted the buses. But what I was looking at there was the networks. She was able, well, she was not the one who initiated it, but when the people heard that she was arrested for refusing to give her chair, so that mobilized the community. So that would be the third thing that I would highlight to us. Say, in the case of the prodigal son, he attached himself to the wrong person. What do I mean? To a point whereby they were not treating him okay. To a point he almost ate with pigs. So now, in times when there's a need, there's a famine, or we are going through difficulties, who do we run to? So those are the three categories that I would highlight to you, family, to say if and whenever we face a challenge. One, family should be our first refuge. So whatever challenges we may have, let us try to mend those relationships with our family members. Two, the church should be secondary, if not primary. It depends on you. And then thirdly, your networks. And your networks, of course, it will include your church, your family, and friends, and people that you come into contact with. That's what I wanted to bring to your attention.